You have exactly $5. That's it. No rich family, no investors, no backup plan. Yet 30 days from now, your name will be connected to $19 million. The question is how? This morning starts like every other morning. Your wallet contains $5 and a receipt. Rent is overdue. Your phone battery is dying. Nothing suggests success is coming. At a small cafe, you spend $2 on coffee. A businessman nearby laughs while discussing million-dollar deals. You don't know it yet, but your life is about to cross his. While leaving the cafe, a folded paper falls from someone's briefcase. Nobody notices except you. Most people keep walking. You decide to pick it up. The paper contains a meeting location and a company name you've never heard before. Something tells you not to throw it away. Hours later, curiosity wins. Instead of going home, you travel across the city. The address leads to a glass tower surrounded by expensive cars. The address leads to a glass tower. Security mistakes you for someone attending the meeting. Before you can explain, you're directed inside with a group of entrepreneurs and investors. Inside the conference room, a challenge is announced. Turn a tiny amount of money into the highest return within 30 days. Most contestants begin with thousands of dollars. You only have 3 left after buying coffee. The room laughs when they hear your starting amount. The challenge officially begins. Everyone rushes toward complicated strategies. You start by looking for opportunities nobody else is willing to notice. Your first deal earns only $7. Hardly impressive. Yet while others chase huge wins, you're focused on momentum. By the end of day 1, $3 becomes 12. Nobody notices. Compared to the leaders, you're still invisible. Day 2 brings a bigger opportunity. A local seller needs help moving inventory quickly. You negotiate a simple profit-sharing agreement. The agreement works. $12 becomes 60. It's still small, but the growth rate starts attracting attention from competitors. One competitor finally asks who you are. Nobody recognizes your name. That's exactly how you prefer it. By day 4, your balance reaches $200. For the first time, the challenge leaderboard displays your name. The same people who laughed earlier begin watching closely. Curiosity replaces confidence. They want to know your strategy. You don't reveal anything. Instead, you spend another day building relationships most contestants ignore completely. Those relationships create an opportunity worth thousands. Suddenly, your balance jumps faster than anyone expected. Day 7 ends with over $5,000. From $3 to $5,000 in 1 week. The competition starts taking you seriously. But success creates new problems. People begin copying your moves, hoping to steal your momentum before it grows further. You respond by changing direction completely. Instead of repeating old deals, you enter a market nobody expects. The risk is enormous. One mistake could erase everything you've built. Yet standing still feels even more dangerous. For 48 hours, nothing works. Money disappears. Deals collapse. Confidence starts fading for the first time. Then a single conversation changes everything. It happens in a crowded train station, surrounded by complete strangers. The stranger shares information about an opportunity hidden in plain sight. Most people overlook it because it seems too small. You recognize potential immediately. Within hours, every dollar you have is committed to the idea. The gamble pays off. 5,000 becomes 50,000. For the first time, 19 million feels possible. News spreads through the competition. The underdog with almost no money is suddenly climbing faster than everyone else. Halfway through the first phase, you're sitting on $50,000. But the biggest opportunity of the challenge is still waiting ahead. $50,000 changes everything. Suddenly, people who ignored you want meetings. Investors start sending messages. Competitors begin treating you like a threat. The attention feels good for a moment. Then you realize it's dangerous. The more people watch you, the harder it becomes to stay ahead. Instead of celebrating, you disappear for 3 days. No interviews, no meetings, no updates. The competition grows confused. Behind the scenes, you're studying a market nobody else is paying attention to. The numbers look strange, but the opportunity looks enormous. Most contestants chase trends. You search for inefficiencies. That's where fortunes are usually hiding before anyone notices them. By day 12, you make your move. Every dollar gets committed to a single strategy. If it fails, everything disappears. For 24 hours, nothing happens. Then suddenly the market shifts. The position starts moving in your favor faster than expected. 50,000 becomes 100,000, then 150, then 200,000. The growth feels unreal. People begin following your movements. Some even copy your decisions, hoping to recreate your success. The problem is, they only see the move. They don't understand the research that happened before it. Day 14 arrives. Your balance crosses $500,000. 2 weeks ago, you only had $3. For the first time, reporters covering the challenge mention your name. The underdog story becomes headline material. Fame creates distractions. Every interview request steals attention from the one thing that matters: execution. Then disaster strikes. An unexpected event shakes the market. Within hours, your account loses almost 40%. $500,000 falls toward 300,000. Competitors celebrate. Critics say your luck has finally ended. For a moment, doubt creeps in. Maybe they're right. Maybe the run is over. Maybe this is where the story ends. But while others panic, you review data. The more you study it, the more convinced you become. The crash wasn't the end. It was an overreaction. If you're right, the recovery could be worth millions. You double down. It's the boldest move of the challenge. One decision now determines your entire future. For 2 days, nobody knows if you're brilliant or reckless. The entire competition watches and waits. Then the recovery begins. Slowly at first, then faster than anyone thought possible. 300,000 becomes 600,000, then 800,000. Momentum returns. On day 19, the impossible finally happens. Your account crosses $1 million for the first time. The crowd around you keeps moving. Nobody knows a millionaire is standing beside them at that exact moment. The challenge leaderboard explodes with reactions. Your name jumps near the very top overnight. The businessman from the cafe finally recognizes you. The same man who laughed when you only had $3. This time, he asks for advice. Success changes how people see you, even when you're the same person. But 1 million isn't enough. The target is 19 million, and only 11 days remain on the clock. To reach that goal, you'll need something bigger than any opportunity you've found so far. Then a call arrives from a mysterious investor offering access to a deal so large it could either create millions or destroy everything. The investor refuses to explain details over the phone. He gives an address and a time. That's it. Something about his confidence makes you show up. The meeting takes place inside a private room above a busy restaurant. Below, hundreds of people enjoy dinner. Above, a deal worth millions is discussed. The proposal sounds unbelievable. A distressed company is about to be acquired. Most investors are running away from it. The investor believes everyone is looking at the wrong numbers. If he's right, the company could triple in value within days. The opportunity is massive, but so is the risk. To participate, you'd need to commit nearly everything you've built over the last 3 weeks. That night, you barely sleep. Every possible outcome plays through your mind. Success, failure, millions, zero. By sunrise, your decision is made. You enter the deal. The moment the order executes, there's no turning back. Within hours, rumors start spreading. Traders everywhere are discussing the same company. Volume begins increasing rapidly. At first, everything looks perfect. The position moves higher. Your account climbs. Confidence starts replacing fear. Then the market opens the next morning, and everything goes wrong. The stock begins collapsing. 1 million becomes 800,000, then 600, then 500. Every minute feels worse than the last. News channels begin calling the deal a disaster. Competitors celebrate. Critics claim your entire run is finally over. By afternoon, your balance is nearly cut in half. 3 weeks of work are disappearing in front of your eyes. The mysterious investor calls again. His voice remains calm. He tells you not to sell. According to him, the real announcement hasn't happened yet. The market is reacting to incomplete information. You have a choice. Exit now and protect what's left, or trust a theory that could still be completely wrong. Against every instinct, you hold the position. The next 24 hours become the longest of the challenge. Then the announcement finally arrives, exactly as the investor predicted. Everything changes instantly. Buyers rush into the market. The company surges higher. Minutes later, your losses completely disappear. The recovery doesn't stop there. 1 million becomes 2, then 3, then $4 million. For the first time, even the event organizers are paying attention. Your rise is becoming impossible to ignore. $5 million. The number feels unreal, yet you're still nowhere near the final goal. The challenge enters its final week. Every decision now carries enormous consequences. There is no room for mistakes. Meanwhile, competitors are desperately trying to catch up. Some take reckless risks, others give up entirely. You take a different approach. Instead of chasing excitement, you focus on protecting momentum. That discipline pays off. 5 million becomes 7, then 8, then nearly $10 million. The leaderboard now shows your name at the very top. The same people who laughed on day one are speechless. With only a few days left, you're sitting on almost $10 million. The finish line is finally visible. Then, an unexpected opportunity appears, bigger than anything you've seen before, bigger than the deal that created millions. If the opportunity works, you'll reach $19 million. If it fails, you could lose nearly everything. 3 days remain. 3 days remain. $10 million sit in your account. Most people would protect the win. Most people wouldn't risk everything again. The opportunity arrives through a message containing only 3 words. Meet me tonight. Hours later, you enter an old warehouse hidden behind modern skyscrapers. Inside, dozens of people are discussing one deal. The deal involves an asset nobody wants. Prices have collapsed. Confidence has disappeared completely. That's exactly why you're interested. Every major opportunity you found started where everyone else saw disaster. For 12 straight hours, you analyze every detail, numbers, reports, risks, possibilities. The deeper you look, the better it seems. By morning, your decision is made. You're committing nearly everything to one final move. The moment your position opens, anxiety returns. This isn't thousands. This isn't millions. This is almost everything. The first few hours are brutal. Prices move against you immediately. 10 million drops to 9, then 8, then 7. People watching the challenge think you've made a terrible mistake. Messages flood your phone. Sell now. Protect what's left. Walk away before everything disappears. For a brief moment, even you consider quitting. 7 million is still life-changing money. Then you remember day one. $3. Laughter. Doubt. Every reason people said this couldn't happen. Instead of selling, you hold. Not because you're fearless, because your research still supports the decision. The next morning begins quietly, too quietly. Then something unexpected happens. Major institutions begin buying. Millions of dollars start flowing into the same opportunity. 7 million returns to 10, then 12, then 14. Momentum explodes across the market. The challenge leaderboard can't update fast enough. Everyone is watching now. By evening, your balance reaches $16 million. The impossible is suddenly within reach. Only one final trading day remains. $3 million separate you from the target. Nobody sleeps. Reporters wait for updates. Competitors refresh the leaderboard every few minutes. The market opens. Every movement feels amplified. Every second feels important. The first hour brings almost no movement. Millions of people are waiting for something to happen. Then buyers appear again. Large buyers. The kind capable of moving entire markets. 16 million becomes 17, then 17 and a half. The target gets closer. Minutes later, the number crosses $18 million. One final push remains. The market surges one last time. Orders flood in from every direction. Momentum becomes unstoppable. At exactly 3:47 p.m., your balance reaches $19 million. From $3 to $19 million in 30 days. The challenge ends. Reporters rush forward. Cameras appear. Everyone wants the secret behind the impossible story. You smile and give a simple answer. The money wasn't the lesson. The lesson was seeing opportunities where everyone else only saw limits.